Hey guys, Dieter Melhorn here, sitting at the house. Got a guest with me today. Show you who it is. My son Grayson. He's over here trying to monitor the live thing. What I'm gonna do, I'll tell you right up quick so you know what's going on. I'm gonna do a line test, and what I'm gonna do, I've rigged up a little thing here to test the line. I'll show you how it works. I got some 20-pound slime line. Somebody sent me what was left off a spool, and I'm trying it, and you'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to do a weight and a stretch test. So I'll show you how the test is set up. What I've got is a bucket that is affixed here, and it's basically just wrapped around several times. Hey, country girl, how are you doing? It's going down. I've got it measured off 18 inches to where it comes in here. And it sounds like Grayson is able to see me, so hopefully I can see some questions. Just turn the volume down on it, that way they don't hear me. And then I've got a bucket that is obviously empty. And right now it's just resting on the arm of the chair. The point is so that it's doesn't have any stress on the line. I'll give you a little background real quick. I did some tests earlier, and you can fill this thing with 20 pounds of water and let it hang, and after about 20 or 30 seconds it'll break. So I kind of figured that the stuff will break at some point just under the stress, the load of it. So I've kept the load off of it. What I'll do is I've got the water flow. One of the variables was how fast the water's flowing in. So I've actually got some dishes here on my garden hose.
I got a question.
That I can mark how fast the water's flowing in. And I'm doing all this very technical because I know what's going to happen. Luke at catfishingcarp.com and at Catfish and Carp on YouTube, he's an attorney, and he's going to look at this and he's going to object, and he's going to move to have the evidence dismissed. So anyway, this is for him. Shout out to Luke up there. So anyway, that's the way the plan's going to work. Okay, the bucket will go down. It'll be hanging. I will start to fill it with water, and we'll see at what point it breaks, and we'll try to measure and see how far it is. I've got if I flip the scale here to measure it with, so that'll get our weight. We get old trusty tape measure. Like I said, pre-measured the distance from the handle to where it attaches to the bar that goes across at 18 inches. So that's the plan. So Grayson, we got any questions? Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna make it to the Mad Jack one. No, I'm not. I got some work stuff going on, so that's not gonna. I'm gonna kind of miss that one. So let me get fired up here, Grayson. Keep an eye on the questions if you find one.
Said, "Hey there, how are y'all?"
All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here into my phone holder. Bear with me. There'll probably be some unwanted noise. There we go.
Ew, Dad, did you fart? Dang.
And what's going to happen is I'm going to take the hose and start filling it up. Once it swings into place here, the hose will be right inside of the bucket, and that's mainly to keep it from spinning. I'll get the water flow going to where it's supposed to be, which it's marked there. And on 3, we're going to go. Are you seeing it good on the camera?
Yeah, but it's like kind of behind a little bit.
Okay, and go. And it is filling as we speak. And it's slipping. Oh, catastrophic test failure.
You know what I think we need to do?
We have a catastrophic test failure. It is slipping where it is tied onto the handle. So I'm going to re-rig this real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. We got time here. Yeah. I'll try to talk you through this at the time. Here we go. Hold that. Yeah, with this affixed to the handle, it did not work good. So let's reset that. Bam.
It broke.
Get that. Dump the water.
Laugh, Alicia.
The beauty of live television. Show you how this goes. I'm going to cut off a piece of it. What I'll do is try to show you the process here. Scooch that over. Why is that so horribly out of focus?
Someone said Dieter.
Here we go. Hang on a second. We got to focus. For some reason, it wasn't showing focus. Sorry about that, folks. What I'm going to do is try to retie this around here. I'll let you see what's going on. Putting this across here. I'm just overlapping it. The reason I'm doing this is to eliminate a knot. Let me turn this a little bit, sorry. I'm doing this to eliminate having to tie a knot. That has been always a point of failure in the past was, you know, the knot breaking. Okay. Let me measure this. 18 inches, right there. We put a mark here at the 18-inch mark.
Maybe we should get duct tape.
We're gonna do the wrap around here again. What happened, folks, it started slipping right here. And that's just one of the failures you get. It does it fine in all the tests. I tested this method 8 or 9 times. And you can figure when you go live, something's gonna go wrong. So, there you go. But you know what? We got more line. You actually get to see the process involved here too, and what's going on. Tie a couple of knots here away from the line just to hold it in place.
Someone said hello, everyone. Stop taking
Well,
off.
Grayson, tell everyone.
Someone said,
hello.
what's up, Dieter?
I'm sure everybody's waited in eager anticipation to see what happens here. All right, let's see if that's going to keep from slipping.
Daddy? Someone said hello, everyone. I gotta tell them to stop taking all the
Here
credit.
we go. All right, let's fill her again and see what happens.
If we need
All right,
to-
you ready? Here we go. Get the water to its proper flow rate. And go. Got my finger on it to keep it from spinning. It wants to spin. Filling up good. Dang, it's stretched all the way down to the bottom.
You know what we need to do? We need to make it lower.
All right, now what's interesting here is that line has stretched all the way down. I had about 6 or 8 inches underneath the bucket for it to stretch, just to measure stretch. And the other lines that I tested did not stretch that far. So that's a lot of stretch.
Half your line?
And there's a lot of water in there. So let me put a scale on it. It is not broke yet. It made it all the way down to the chair that I had underneath it. I'll show you what I had up here. It was about that far up off the chair, and it stretched that far down to it. So didn't get it. So what that tells me is I've got to put the thing further up off of the thing. Let's see how much weight we got in it right now. I'm gonna have to cut this. Just bear with me here. That was real close.
Oh my goodness, everybody, it broke.
Let's see what the weight is. Bear with me here. Hold on, get a good 0 on the scale. £28, and it did not break.
Can I see if I can pick it up?
Now, what I've done is cutting that right there. Grayson, I need you to hold those 2 pieces. We're going to have to measure that. I want to see how far that actually stretched. I'm going to re-rig this one more time. I'm going to actually put it higher. We're going to try to see what it actually breaks at.
Holy crap.
And also see how much stretch we get. It's a lot of stretch in that line. Run back up a little bit. It's added about 7 more inches to it.
Why can't I just... I thought you needed me to...
dump out the water. I'm gonna get another piece of line. Let y'all see the system again here. Bryson, any questions over there, pal?
Okay, wait. Are you just bored?
Yes, I am just bored. Actually, I am.
The reindeer games. Can't see anything.
I am bored. I did not fish today. I hung around the house and did daddy duties and that kind of stuff. I really didn't want to go fishing tonight because I want to go first thing in the morning, so I was bored. And I said, yeah, I want to do this. That's actually true. Whoever guessed that pegged it. So I'm going to do the measurement again. 18 inches. And we're going to try to affix it to the bucket once again.
Captain Dave Sports Fishing Carter said, slime line, more rubber line.
Captain Dave's in the house. What's up, pal? Thanks for the question feed there, Grayson.
Yeah.
I got to get down there and fish with you one day, buddy. I've got to get down there. All right, I'm affixing it to the bucket here, as you can see.
Oh, someone
Bear with me.
Oh wait, yeah, you already said that. Never mind.
Now, the one variable in all of this that I have not done, I have not put a mic on this line to see actually how big it is. I'm going on what the actual wrapper on it says, and that it's 20 pounds. As some of y'all know, 20 pounds is just a number that is assigned by the manufacturer. There's a formula for figuring out what it's actually supposed to be based on the diameter, but I am not... what is Muddy River catfishing on here? Listen, dude, Chris, while I'm tying this, I got to have a talk with you, pal. Listen, I seen that video. I told you there was snakes out there. And you tell me, no, man, come on out, we'll fish. There's not that many snakes. And you show me that rattlesnake. How many times did you kill it? Because I kill them twice. I chop them into at least 2 pieces. I don't know how. There we go. I think we got it. I'd never go back in that grass again. We're going to a lake out on a boat somewhere, pal, when I come out there. I don't like rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes and I do not get along.
Here, I'll bring my 20 gauge. I'll bring my 20 gauge.
Grace is over here dying to kill it. All right, let's see what happens. All right, let's try it again. We got a lot. I hate it. I know it's not going to stretch that much. I don't want it to splash. That's the biggest thing. Let me lower my gallows here a little bit. I know it's not going to stretch that much. That right there, I'll give you a shot. 6 inches. So surely that's a... We're still there? Still there? Drop the phone. We're still alive. Everybody's good. All right, here we go. We're going to fill it up again.
Oh my gosh, that scared me. my heart though. I'm like, oh.
This is like a Jimmy Kimmel show or something. It's really good. All right, we're going to fill it up again. Let's see where it breaks at this time. It better break at 6 inches. Ready? Here we go.
How long was it last time?
It stretched a long ways. God, that stuff is stretching. You can see it. I've got my fingers just keep it from spinning. It's a filling up. Still going.
And
Wow.
no.
An 18-inch piece of line stretched 50% of the length of the line. That's crazy. And it didn't break. Went all the way down to, I don't even know how many pounds we got. What I'm going to do is cut this right here where it's at. Bam. I'm curious how much it bounces back.
I think I took it. What's in that?
All right. That line stretched from 18 inches to 23 inches. It never broke. It stretched from 18 to 23, which means they're a little over 23, which means there was about, and like I said, it was 6 inches from the bottom of the bucket to what it was going to land on when it broke. So it stretched 50% of its length, and did not break. I'm gonna weigh it and see. I was wrong. 28 pounds of water. All right. All right, so here's the deal. I didn't expect this to go this long. We're going to do it till it breaks, even if we splash water. So, another piece. There's what you're looking at. That's the line. We're going to do it one last time. As they say at Grayson's Gymnastics, we're raising the bar this time. That's going to be a long way off.
They don't say we raising the bar, they say raising.
All right, so I'm going to fix the line one more time.
Oh, never mind. It's not too much line.
Last test, folks. I promise. We're going to break it or go crazy. You see the system here again. I will measure it.
Make sure.
From where it affixes. Trying to keep this halfway interesting. We're breaking it this time is what it comes down to. Right there. 18 inches. You know, our heifer net, I make the tie on the handle at 18 inches. So, that to right there. Boom. That around. That around. We're breaking it this time, guys. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to get a buddy of mine that's got a micrometer that can mic this line so we can see exactly what size line it is. Like I said, I have no idea if this is, you know, where this line stands. So it could be heavier line. It could be light, you know, I don't know. And I'll put all that in the comment section below so we know all that down the road.
Can I measure this now? See how high it is?
Yes, get the tape measure ready, Grayson. Grayson's going to give us a measurement on how far off the ground it is, or off the table.
Do I just pull this up now?
Just take the tip of it and put it against the bottom of the chair. Put it against there. There you go, and put it right up to the bucket. We'll let y'all see this. There you go. What does it say?
It says...
Right at 1 foot.
Yep.
All right.
Oh my God.
So, what this is going to tell you, folks, is absolutely... Sorry about that. What this is going to tell you is absolutely nothing. No, it will give you a good idea if this is...
Should I take my shirt off?
No, don't take your shirt off. I know it's hot.
No, it's not that. I don't want to get wet.
You're not going to get that wet. All right, let's try it, dude. We're going to do it. Anyway, what you can take away from this is, basically, is this line performing the way you want it? Do you want a line that has that much stretch? Do you want a line that breaks that much above what it's rated for if you're trying to fish for records? We'll find out. So, yes, country girl, he's just country and just strips down to nothing and runs around. So anyway, here we go. Last time, we're breaking it. Get it to the adjusted outflow. About them snakes, Chris. Y'all got to do something about them snakes, man. We're going to fish out of a boat somewhere, okay? All right, I'm going to try to catch it if it breaks. Just I don't want all the water to splash out. All right, folks, it's getting close. Hands underneath the handle.
Your finger's gonna burn.
Hey, I'm gonna try not to. There we go.
Ooh, that scared me.
Told you, we're breaking it this time.
Gosh, that scared me.
That's a lot of water. I bet it's over 30 pounds of water. Here we go.
Holy crap. That's 3.5 gallons. No.
All right, I'm gonna reset it to make sure, and I'm gonna let y'all see it.
How much water is that? 3.25 of a gallon.
There's where it's at. 29 pounds. 29 pounds, 6 ounces. That's where it broke. All right.
Well,
The final note is, how much did this stretch? 22 inches again. 22. It was at, well, I take that back. We got a piece on the handle. It broke above the handle. 26 inches. 26 inches. One of the great things about doing this wraparound is that you don't rely on the knot. It broke in the middle of the line, so it's 26 inches. It went from 18 inches to 26 inches. That's a long way. So that's what you got to think about on the stretch of it. Obviously, it doesn't bounce back. So my takeaway on that would be if you put a fish under that much load. Now, we'll say this, 27, 28 pounds of load, it's a lot of load. It's not going to happen too often with you. I mean, you've got to have a heck of a reel with a lot of drag to be able to put that much pressure on a fish. And, you know, it's just not going to happen that often. But it sounds like the line stretches. That may be something you like, something you don't like. I don't know. Something to think about. We're going to try it with some other lines down the road. I've got some Momoi. I've got some Andy. We're going to try it with some 30-pound line. I've got some of the slime line 30 I'm going to try out. So we're going to do it with some different ones. Again, that's the line we tested this time. Pretty cool. First time doing this. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Give a big thanks over here to man for fielding some questions over there. And that's it for now. I'm going to try to do some fishing this weekend. Make sure you check out the t-shirt giveaway video. Get some more answers in. I'm going to give it a couple more days for you to get an answer in on how many times you saw catfish in it. Catfish with the K. So go back and watch the video, understand the rules, see if you can win the t-shirt. And I appreciate you watching. Please hit that little subscribe button down there in the corner if you like the video so you can stay up to date on them. And if you got any comments or anything about this, questions, if Luke from Catfish and Carp wants to come in and argue, bring his case before the judge on why they should be tossed out of court, let me know. And yeah, put your comments and questions down there. I'd love to hear from you. We'll see you on the water.